So here you are.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, you
Okay.
can see.
Okay, so we and my lovely chairs decided to do an example motion for you. And is that motion ready? I think it is ready.
Ours is ready.
Not from the delegates, but I have a specific motion from the chairs. Gökçe?
Okay, we are ready.
Okay, so
Motion to
let me ask first. So for all the
Okay.
delegates, this is just an example. I am going to ask for motions and we will do an example for you. Are there any motions?
motion.
Yes. You may.
Motion to discuss about national education system.
Okay, motion to discuss about national educational systems. Personal time being?
Personal time being 1 minute.
Personal time being 1 minute. Total time?
Total time being 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
As
Now,
the delegation of Denmark, we would be last speaker.
okay, you would like to be the
We
last.
would want to be last speaker.
Okay. Now, this is an example on how to give a motion. Now, for the voting procedure, if
Yes.
their motion was, can you repeat your motion?
Motion to talk about national education systems.
Motion to talk about national educational systems. Now, if you want to talk about this motion, if you think that this motion is something you need to talk about, then I will ask, are there any seconds? If you want to talk about what she just said, you will say second. But if you think it's not mandatory, we do not need to talk about that, you're going to say objection. Let's do an example again. Can you repeat that motion again? I'm so sorry.
Motion to talk about national education systems.
Are there any seconds?
Second.
Are there any objections?
Objection.
For example, there was 1 second and there was one objection. Now, since they're equal, I am going to ask again. Are there any objections? I mean, are there any seconds?
Second.
Thank you. Are there any objections? This motion clearly passes. The delegate of Denmark, right? You said you wanted to be the last speaker?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to do that right now because this is just an example, so I don't want to put too much pressure in anyone just to like give a speech. So if you could read the motion speak, that would be great. Can you read the motion speak? Because I don't want to put pressure on anyone. Is the motion speech ready? Okay, anyways, this is an example on how you give a motion. Are there any questions? Okay,
I'm
seems
here. I'm here. Sorry. I'm here.
no,
I'm
no,
ready.
it's okay. I wasn't talking to you directly. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is an example on how you give emotion, and then afterwards, uh, you give the motion speech, and that's it. Are there any questions? Is there anything you do not understand? Okay, seems none. So, now this is the session. Now I will start with the session, and I will be starting with the roll call. The session is in progress. Okay, I will be starting with the roll call. Canada,
Present and voting.
present and voting. China,
Present and voting.
France,
Present and voting.
Germany,
Present and voting.
Russian Federation,
Present and voting.
Singapore, Singapore,
Present.
Switzerland, 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 Switzerland is absent. Now, since this is the second session and since since we're just starting, I will need GSLs again because we need to take GSLs to move on to the motions. The chair is opening a specific motion to open the general speakers list. Is there anyone who wishes to be added in this list? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in a GSL?
I couldn't do my GSL last meeting. Can I
Yes,
do
you
it?
will be the first one.
Please don't use I language. Thank you.
Yes, please do. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Delegates, please don't use the pronouns I, use we. Now, is there anyone who wishes to be added in this list? You're just going to read GSLs. If there isn't anyone, I will be choosing randomly. Okay, seems
Sorry.
none.
I couldn't catch up what have been going on. So can you summarize what you have been doing?
Okay, of course. Now we have opened the GSL, General Speakers List, and I'm asking for anyone who wishes to be added in this list to speak, to talk, to read a GSL. Would you like?
GSL.
Oh,
Lastly, is there anyone who wishes to be added in this list? Is there anyone who wishes to read a GSL?
Can I read a GSL?
Who are you?
Russia.
Russia. Please use V instead of I. Russia is the first speaker. I need three more.
Can I speak the GSL? Canada.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
I need one more. Two more, actually.
I can add GSL.
Which country are you?
Singapore.
Okay. When you're speaking, please use V instead of I. Like, can V speak? Can V talk? It would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. I will be choosing randomly. So, friends, you have been recognized. You will speak first in the next GSL. Actually, now. Friends, you will be the first speaker in the next GSL. Now we can start with the GSLs. Russian Federation, are you ready? Russia,
Yes.
are you ready with your GSL?
Yes, I am ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
We're ready. You may start.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the Russian Federation firmly believes that quality education is not only essential for individual success, but also for social progress and global sustainability. In this regard, we reaffirm our strong commitment to Sustainable Development Goal 4. Our educational reforms are being implemented under the framework of the State Program for Education Development 2018 to 2025. This program includes modernizing curricula, improving school infrastructure, and expanding access to digital tools such as the Moscow Online School. The pandemic clearly showed us that digital access is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. The Russian Federation continues to invest heavily in digital infrastructure to ensure that every student, regardless of geography, has access to quality learning. Furthermore, the role of teachers is central to the quality of education. That is why our government is increasing teacher salaries, offering ongoing professional development, and encouraging service in rural areas. We call upon all nations to invest more in education, empower teachers, and work together to ensure that every child in every country has guaranteed access to quality education, regardless of their backgrounds or circumstances. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Delegate. Canada,
Yes.
are you ready with your GSL?
Yes, we are ready.
You may give your speech.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, Canada strongly affirms its dedication to United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. As a nation committed to inclusive growth, social equity, and environmental protection, Canada considers these goals fundamental to ensuring long-term global stability. Particular emphasis is placed on SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 13, climate action. Canada continues to invest in educational equity and digital learning access while simultaneously strengthening national and international climate strategies to reduce emissions and protect biodiversity. That's it.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
I would like to yield my time to chair.
That's perfectly in order. Thank you,
Thank
Delegate.
you.
Singapore,
Here.
are you ready with your GSL?
Yes.
You may give your speech.
Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, the delegation of Singapore recognizes that access to clean water and sanitation is not merely a basic human right, but also a critical foundation for public health, economic development, and environmental sustainability. As a nation with limited natural freshwater resources, Singapore has invested heavily in innovative solutions such as water recycling, desalination, and public education to overcome water scarcity. Through our four national tap strategy, we have demonstrated that long-term planning and technology can turn water insecurity into resilience. However, we acknowledge that many nations still struggle with providing safe water and sanitation. Singapore believes in knowledge sharing, capacity building, and international collaboration to help close this gap. We are committed to working with all delegates here to draft comprehensive solutions that promote sustainable water management, protect water sources, and ensure no one is left behind in achieving SDG 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
We would like to yield our time to the chair.
Thank you. That's perfectly in order. Now that this is over, this is the last GSL I will be taking today. Actually, I do need to take one more GSL before the meeting
I can speak.
is
I'm
ended.
here.
In a GSL?
Yes. A new one.
Yeah, of course, sure. And you can speak in the next one. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now that we're done with the GSLs, I am going to move on with the motions. I just need, like, not too much. Just one motion will be good enough. If you didn't understand what motion is, you can ask again. I can explain again.
I have a motion too.
What?
I have a motion too with
Okay,
GSL.
you can give your motion. Just I will be asking it, and you can say motion, okay?
Okay.
Are there any motions?
Yes.
Motion, friends?
Yes.
You can read the topic that you have.
Wait a minute.
Of course.
I'm ready.
Okay, can you read the topic you have?
I will talk about the policies France has implemented for gender equality in the last 5 years and what it has done.
Okay. And total time being, I mean, how many minutes do you want totally? Like 10 or 15 or 20?
5 minutes it will take, I think.
How many?
5 minutes it will take.
Okay, 5 minutes. You can't say 5 minutes for a total time, but
What?
okay.
Hmm.
So, what a total time is, I mean, there will be a total time of speaking. I mean, other people will also attend. I mean, they're
Okay.
supposed to attend to a motion speech. And when I ask total time, you can say 10, 15, or 20.
Okay.
So, total time being,
5.
I will take that as 10.
Okay.
And personal time being, how many minutes do you want to speak?
5 minutes,
I cannot take 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
but I don't have a motion for long.
Total time being at least 10 minutes.
Okay, you're saying 5 minutes. What the hell? We will go 5 minutes. I don't want to put too much pressure on any of you. Now, can you read the motion topic again?
The policies France has implemented for gender equality in the last 5 years and what it has done.
Okay, thank you. Are there any seconds?
Second.
Are there any objections? Seems none. This motion clearly passes. Friends, would you like to be the first speaker?
Yeah, I can speak.
Okay, just let me adjust this. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You may give your speech.
The first one, strengthening legal frameworks for gender equality. France has introduced and strengthened laws to promote equality between women and men. The 2020 law for women's economic empowerment provided new mechanisms for closing the gender pay gap, enforcing transparency in salary structures, and supporting women in leadership roles. The second one, combating gender-based violence. In 2019, the French government launched the Grenelle against domestic violence, a national consultation process that resulted in over 40 constraint measures. These include creating more emergency shelters for women, establishing 24/7 hotlines, removing violent partners from homes, and training police and judges to better handle abuse causes. Third one, parental leave reform. In 2021, France doubled the length of paternity leave from 14 to 28 days, with 7 days being mandatory. This move was intended to promote shared responsibilities in parenting and reduce gender roles within households. The fourth one, promoting women in politics and business. Through the Rixain Law 2021, France required large companies to ensure that at least 30% of top management positions are filled by women by 2027, increasing to 40% by 2030. In politics, funding incentives have encouraged political parties to present more female candidates. The fifth one, gender equality in education. France has worked on eliminating gender stereotypes in education by updating school curricula, promoting STEM fields for girls, and launching campaigns to raise awareness about equality from an early age. In conclusion is, France has demonstrated a comprehensive approach toward gender equality by targeting the legal, social, economic, and cultural roots of gender disparity. While challenges remain, the French government continues to take progressive and concerted actions to achieve full equality between women and men. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. You may sit down. I mean, it's okay. So, is there anyone who wishes to speak on this motion? Okay, seems none. So today this will be the last motion we take because no one is speaking, and it's perfectly fine. It's okay. We will be moving on with the GSLs again. Is there anyone who wishes to be added in a GSL?
I will.
You will, friends. Okay. Anyone else? In a GSL, you can just say get up, say thank you, and sit down, actually. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to be that long. It can be just for 5 or 9 seconds. Just say what's in your mind and sit down. That's perfectly fine. Is there anyone who wishes to be added in this list? You can just say thank you and sit down.
I was chosen, right?
Yes, you're chosen.
Okay.
If there isn't anyone, I will be choosing randomly. Canada, you have been chosen. You have been
Okay.
recognized. And I need one more, and I will be choosing randomly. And China, you have been recognized. And that's all. Yeah, France, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You may give your speech.
Yes, we are ready.
Gender equality is quite important for the government, which states that the law guarantees women equal rights with men in all areas. Considering the government's action, we can say that France has taken significant steps to turn these words into action over the past decades. One of the key milestones was the Parity Law of 2000, which requires political parties to present an equal number of male and female candidates in elections. This law aimed to address the historical underrepresentation of women in politics. As a result, today France has one of the highest percentages of female parliamentarians in Europe. However, despite these efforts, challenges remain. Women still earn less on average than men. They continue to face barriers in certain sectors, and domestic violence remains a serious issue. But the direction is clear. France is committed to making gender equality not just a legal principle, but a lived reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
Nothing.
You can say, okay, anyways, if we would like to yield our time to the chair,
We
you
would
can say,
like to give our time to the chair.
okay, thank you. That's perfectly in order. Canada,
Can I start?
yes, you can start.
Okay. Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates. Canada reaffirms the firm commitment to achieving sustainable development goals set forth by the United Nations. As a nation driven by principles of equity, innovation, and environmental responsibility, Canada sees the SDGs not merely as aspirations, but as a shared global roadmap to more resilient and just future. Canada particularly underscores the importance of SDG 4, which promotes inclusive and quality education for all. We continue to invest in accessible learning, indigenous education programs, and digital platforms to bridge gaps in opportunity. Furthermore, in support of SDG 13 on climate action, Canada is actively working to reduce carbon emissions and expand clean energy infrastructure. That's it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
I would like to deed my time to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate. That's perfectly in order.
Thank you.
China,
Can I start?
yes, you can.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the delegation of China believes that achieving zero hunger is essential for global stability and development. While China has made historic progress in reducing hunger and lifting millions out of poverty, we recognize that regional disparities still exist, especially in rural areas. We are committed to promoting sustainable agriculture, supporting small farmers, and strengthening food systems through innovation and policy reform. China also reforms its willingness to collaborate with international partners to fight global hunger and share best practices. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
We would like to yield our time to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate. That's perfectly in order. Now, I'm asking for a specific motion. Motion to suspend the meeting, please.
Second.
Okay, thank you. That's perfectly in order. This motion clearly passes by the chair board. And yeah, this is it. Thank you, everyone who spoke. Thank you, everyone who did something. And to be honest, I don't think it was that scary, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't that scary. Yeah, this was it basically. Thank you, everyone who spoke. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm tired. And thank you all for, Yes?
Thank you
You have
for
finished.
your efforts for
Yes,
the
we're
life.
finished.
You've been great, really.
I wasn't great, actually. The people who spoke were great.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much for all your efforts, especially I appreciate your efforts, the chairs and co-chairs. Thank you very much. And for the all attendants, thank you very much for today. You were really well.
Thank you all for your efforts. You were all great. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Bye.
You're okay. You are really great, guys. Very good. Thank you very much to all of you and ladies, of course. And good evening. See you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
You bye.
Thank you very much to all of you. It was really great. Have a nice evening.
Thank you for everything. Have a nice evening.
I sent all my
Of just a second. Jansu, right?
Yes, please.
Here you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can everybody see it?
Yup.
We can see it.
Okay. Okay, just a second. You can all see it. So we will start with is everybody here, by the way?
I hope so, because they haven't answered my question.
I mean, I need to check that before. Okay, we will start with the roll call. In roll call, what you need to do. Actually, before we start roll call, we can do an icebreaker game because that's what you do that's what we do normally in uh, official sessions in M.U.Ns. And if it's cool with you, we can do that. And it would like calm your nerves because from the responses I get, all of you are very nervous. So we could do like an introduction. Each of you, like there's 31 person anyways. Each of you can say your names, what you do, what you like to do, like your hobbies, where you come from. It's like a little icebreaker game. Would you like to do that? Okay, if anyone doesn't answer me, we can't do it like this because you will, in the end of this conference, you will have to talk.
Dear students, please attend the meeting. Please
If you
speak
don't
up.
want to if you don't want to do this icebreaker thing, I'm just going to move past it and start with the official session. Okay, then we're starting with the official session. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. When I mention your country's name, the speaker will say present or present and voting, okay?
Okay.
Canada. 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 Canada is absent. China.
Present and voting.
France. France.
Present.
Germany.
I'm voting.
Russian Federation.
Present.
Singapore.
Present.
Switzerland.
Present.
Now we will move on with the general speakers list. Now we will move on with the opening speeches. I'm sorry. Now we will start with China.
Yes. Can I start?
Yes, you can.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, in a world where nearly 1 in 10 people still go to bed hungry, we must act with unity, resolve, and innovation. China has lifted over 800 million people out of poverty in the last 4 decades, achieving food self-sufficiency through comprehensive rural reforms, technological advancements in agriculture, and targeted poverty alleviation programs. China firmly believes in multilateral cooperation to build resilient food systems. SDG 2 support increased investment in sustainable agriculture, the reduction of food loss and waste, and strengthening of supply chains, especially in regions vulnerable to conflict and climate change, and also emphasize the importance of South-South cooperation to share
Canada,
knowledge.
your time is over. I'm sorry, China, your time is over. Please say your last sentence.
Technology and resource with developing nations. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. France,
I'm here.
you can start with your opening speech.
Okay. Honorable Chair and esteemed delegates, first of all, on behalf of France, we are honored to take participants in this conference. Gender equality means that individuals of all genders have equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. Contrary to popular belief, it is not just a women's issue, but a human issue, of course. When we talk about equality, we are talking about giving everyone the same chance to live freely, dream boldly, and achieve fully, regardless of their gender. To enhance this issue, we are keen on hearing all kinds of ideas as well as working as a whole. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Germany,
Sure.
you can start with your opening speech.
Thank you.
You can start.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, it is a great honor for delegation of Germany to be present in this esteemed committee. Located in the heart of Europe, Germany is not only geographic center but also political, economic, and cultural crossroads. As a vital link between East and West, North and South, Germany holds a key position in European and global affairs. This strategic location allows Germany to serve as a hub for commerce, diplomacy, and innovation. Population exceeding 80 million, a high-skilled workforce, and globally respected education and industry systems. Germany is recognized for its commitment to technological advancement and sustainable growth. However, we believe true development is not measured by numbers alone.
Germany, your time is over. Please say your last word. Please say your last sentence, and then your time is over.
Pain and dignity of every individual.
Thank you. Russian Federation.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Are you ready with your opening speech?
Yes.
You can start.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the delegation of the Russian Federation is honored to address the committee on the topic of ensuring quality education for all. Russia remains steadfast in this commitment to providing equitable, high-quality education to all citizens, recognizing education as a cornerstone of rational development and global progress. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you. Singapore.
Can I
Singapore,
start?
are you ready with your opening speech?
Yes.
You may start.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the delegation of Singapore is honored to stand before you today to address one of the most critical issues of our time, ensuring access to clean water and sanitation for all. As a small island nation with limited natural water resources, Singapore has faced its own share of challenges in securing sustainable water solutions. Yet, through innovation, long-term planning, and international cooperation, we have developed a successful water management system, including initiatives such as new water desalination and an integrated water cycle approach. However, Singapore recognizes that access to clean water and proper sanitation remains a global challenge, especially in developing regions. Let us work together to ensure that every human being has access to this fundamental right, clean water and sanitation. Thank you.
Ready with your opening speech?
Yes.
You may start.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the delegation of Switzerland is pleased to be here today to address the vital topic of good health. Switzerland is known for a strong healthcare system, which ensures universal access to quality care and innovative medical practices. In our country, health is not just the absence of disease, it is a human right supported by strong healthcare systems, public awareness, and preventive care. We believe that all nations must work together to ensure accessible, affordable, and sustainable health services for every individual. Together, through cooperation and shared knowledge, we can build a healthier future for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I think this was all with the opening speeches. We will be moving on with the general speakers list.
Delegates, you may say we. Don't use I, please.
Yes, do not use the pronouns I, but use we, please. Now we will move on with the GSLs. Are there anyone who wishes to be added in this list? And what I mean by this, is there anyone who wishes to speak on the GSLs?
I'm the spokesperson, fifth group.
Okay.
I will speak.
Would you like to be added in this GSL?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
You're
1 minute.
French, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? If you do not wish to speak, as the chair, I have the audacity to choose randomly. Do not forget that. Since we have 7 people, I mean 7 groups, 7 countries, I will need 3 countries to speak.
We will do it. It's France.
Okay, I just need 3 more countries to speak. If no one says anything, I will be choosing randomly.
Can I speak?
Which country are you?
Singapore.
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Of course.
We can speak.
Now,
China.
which country? China. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, perfect. I'm
Can
proud
I
of y'all.
talk to?
Which country
Russia.
are you? Okay. Since Russia is the last one, you will be speaking in the next GSL. Okay?
Okay.
You will be the first speaker on the next GSL I open.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay. Friends, are you ready with your GSL?
Yes,
Yep.
I am.
Friends.
Yes.
Okay, you may start with your speech.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
I can speak now.
Okay, you may start with your speech.
My GSL is gender equality is a fundamental human right and the prerequisite for sustainable peace and development. Yet, globally, women continue to face barriers in education, employment, leadership, and protection from violence. The COVID-19 pandemic further deepened existing inequalities with a disproportionate impact on women's health, economic security, and safety. At home, France enforces strict equal pay laws, requiring companies to publish gender equality indicators. We have implemented mandatory quotas for female representation in politics and business leadership. The Green Deal on Domestic Violence, launched in 2019, brought together civil society and government to introduce stronger legal protections for victims and to address femicide. Internationally, France leads with a feminist foreign policy, which places women's rights and gender equality at the heart of its diplomacy and development efforts. The delegation of France urged the committee to adopt a multi-layered approach. First, by encouraging all nations implement transparency, pay equality laws, and enforceable workplace protections. Second, by promoting gender-sensitive education to address stereotypes from an early age. Third,
Delegate,
by
your time is
increasing.
over. Please say your last
Okay.
sentence.
In conclusion, gender equality must not be treated as optional. It is essential. France is ready to collaborate with all nations to turn these shared principles into meaningful progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Singapore,
I'm here.
are you ready with your GSL?
Yep.
You may start.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, good evening. The delegation of Singapore is proud to speak about clean water and sanitation. Singapore is a small island country. We do not have natural freshwater sources, but today all of our people have clean and safe water. How is it possible? We use smart ideas. We clean used water, we collect rainwater, we also return seawater into drinking water. We call this our four taps plan. We believe that small countries can do big things with the right tools and teamwork. Any country can solve water problems. Singapore wants to work with other nations. We are happy to share ideas and learn from others. Let us work together. Clean water and sanitation must be for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
Sorry?
Delegate, what would you like to do with your remaining time? You can yield it back to chair, or you can open yourselves for any kinds of questions.
I can open myself, I guess.
What?
Yaz back.
Can you repeat what I'm saying? We would like to yield our time to the chair. This is the sentence you're supposed to be saying when you yield your time to the chair. Please keep this in mind, and we will move on with the next speaker. When I ask what would you like to do with your remaining time, you will either say we would like to yield our time to the chair, or we would like to open ourselves for any kinds of questions. This is a mandatory. Please do not forget about that. I have texted about this. Please do not forget it. Germany.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Germany.
Yes.
Are you ready with your GSL?
Ready.
Are you ready with your GSL?
Yes, I'm ready with my GSL.
Okay.
We are ready. Sorry.
You may speak.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates. Then Please growth means nothing without justice. That's why we propose 6 key reforms. First, regime living wage, because survival shouldn't depend on where you live. Second, a crisis tax on large corporate profits to fund social support during hard times. Third, mental health protection at work. Employers must care for minds, not just profits. Fourth, real support for young entrepreneurs with tax, life, loans, and mentorship. Fifth, an AI and automation tax, so no workers in left behind in the race for efficiency. And finally, rent control and public housing for workers priced out of their own cities. Germany is ready to lead with responsibility, fairness, and bold action. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
We would like to yield our time to China.
Okay, thank you, Delegate. China,
Yep.
are you ready with your GSL?
Yes, of course.
You may speak.
Honorable Chair, dear delegates, we, the delegation of China, believe that hunger is a serious problem in many parts of the world. Millions of people still do not have enough food, and this affects their health, education, and future. We think that to fight hunger, countries must share new technology. China has reduced hunger in our country, and we want to help other countries do the same. We also support international cooperation, especially through social cooperation. Together, we can achieve the goal of zero hunger.
Thank you, Delegate. What would you like to do with your remaining time?
We would like to yield our time to Chair.
Thank you, Delegate. Now the floor is open for any kinds of motions. Are there any motions? Did anyone write any motions? Are my chairs here?
Motion to talk about China's GSLs.
Motion to talk about what?
Motion to talk about China's GSLs.
You want to talk about the GSL that China gave?
Yes.
You need to say point of information for that. If you want to talk about what the GSL that has been stated, you can say point of information or motion to follow up. But the floor is open for any kinds of motions. And by motions, I mean the floor is open for any kinds of topics that you want to talk about. We have about 8 minutes remaining. And if none of you gives any kinds of motions, we cannot move on because we have to take motions. Okay. The chair, as me, I'm asking for a specific motion. I'm asking for a motion to suspend the meeting. Are there any motions?
We don't have.
Okay, I get it. Can one chair speak up with me? A chair.
Motion.
Motion. Motion to suspend the meeting.
As the delegation of Denmark, we raise a motion for suspend this meeting.
Okay, are there any seconds? Guys, I am going to finish the meeting. I need you to give seconds for this.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Are there any seconds? I'm asking for the last time. I just need you to say second.
This motion
Are
is
there
clearly
any-
passes by chair vote.
Okay, this motion clearly passes. I'm not going to take any voting procedure. Okay, the motion, the meeting is suspended. The official session is over now. Yeah, this is it. At least, I mean, we need to open another meeting, but this is it for like now. We can have like a 10-minute break for all of you to clear your mind or ask any kinds of questions. Are there any questions, by the way? Is there any? Okay, so for the motion part, I think I need to explain it a little more deeply. When I say are there any motions? Okay, I'm thinking some of you wrote some kinds of motions. Did you? I mean, you could use ChatGPT. We're not going to like search for that. I mean, normally they do, but I mean, I'm not going to search for any like, oh, you use ChatGPT. I'm not going to do that. So you can use ChatGPT if you want to. Just when you write to ChatGPT that you want a motion topic, when you want a motion, the ChatGPT is gonna give you a topic. When I say, are there any motions? You're going to read that topic and then we're going to vote for it. And when you say present and voting, you have to vote for that.
How long will it take for motions? Time?
I'm sorry, what?
How long will it take for motions? Time?
We will ask, okay, so let me explain it like this. If let's say you gave a motion and we accept the motion, and I ask you, the total time being, and when I'm going to ask you the total time to talk about that motion. You can say 10 minutes, you can say 20 minutes, you can say 15 minutes. And I'm going to ask you personal time. And you can say 1 minute, you can say 2 minutes, you can say 1.5 minutes. And this is basically how we give motions. When you like, you're just gonna read the topic. We're going to vote for the topic if we want to talk about that. And then if it passes, all of you, I mean, not all of you, like 2 or 3 people have a speech on that topic, and then you will read it. This is it. There will be a topic. Someone will give a motion. I mean, this is what motion is. Someone will read that topic. Someone will say a topic that they want to talk about. And then if you want to talk about that too, you will say second. And then you will have a speech about that topic, and then you will read that speech. This is actually it. Are there any questions? Any kinds of questions. I'm open to any kinds of questions. Don't be shy. We all are here to help you. We're not here to judge you.
Something?
Of course
In
you
these
can.
motions, are they supposed to give some suggestions about how to solve problems?
Yes.
Okay. So I think it may help them. So they all have countries and they all have the topics, I mean the SDGs. So they may be saying or searching for some problems and their solutions on the net maybe.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The meeting will end in like 3 minutes. And I will need another meeting because in a normal M.U.N conference, we need immediate motions. Because if you don't give motions, there is nothing to write on the resolution
They
paper.
have a motion.
You have a motion?
Yes, I can speak.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. Don't be shy. Just you
No
can't.
problem.
Okay, I want you to read that motion in the next meeting, okay?
Okay.
Do you know how to give a motion? Did you understand or do you have any questions?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, that's great. So, okay, so friends, I think, friends will read the motion topic, and then when they read the motion topic, I am going to ask, are there any seconds? And when I ask, are there any seconds, if you want to talk about that motion, if you agree with speaking about that motion, you're going to say second. And then I will say, are there any objections? Actually, I won't ask that. Just you can forget about objection. I just need you all of you to say second, okay?
Second.
Not now.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, this is now if you have any questions or too shy to ask, I have my number in the group chat. You can text me.
I actually have a question. Can I ask before the meeting ends?
Of course you can.
I actually wonder why you can't ask for objection.
Because most people here didn't even understand what second means. And I am like 90% sure that they're even going to be shy to say second. And just asking for objection will make this more complicated. If you
Okay.
want, I can ask for objection.
I mean, I don't know if I will agree with them or not, but I would like to.
Okay, of course. I will. So the meeting's gonna end in like seconds. So I will explain what objection means in the next one.
Okay, after 10 minutes, I will send the link again. Just
Okay.
10 minutes big break.
You will have a 10-minute break, by the way. It's 7:40 now. At 7:50, I want you all to be here.
Okay, thank you.
You have a break. Think about what you want to talk about.